Hey everybody, back. Just a short video. This isn't the week's video on VMS, the vessel monitoring systems. That will come later in the week. I'm about to do the interviews with a few from Queensland. Anyone that doesn't know what VMS is the legislation that's being introduced in Queensland that is going to require the food producers in Queensland that produce your beautiful seafood to be monitored at all times. It is going to come at a very steep cost and it will reduce your choices for locally caught seafood. That's the crux of it. Anyway, we'll get into that later in the week. So, the reason for this video is Premier Daniel Andrews was elected. Now, he came out with a policy for fishing, for commercial fishing, and brought it out in a fishing show, and that was the first anyone heard of it. So, in the first instance, that's wrong. You can watch my previous video if you haven't seen it, where I react to what they say. If you have seen it, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now, even though Premier Daniel Andrews and the Labor Party were elected, I don't believe they have the mandate to go through with this policy. And I'll show you why. The election went well for Labor overall, but in the seat that the fisheries, the closure of the Gippsland lakes, the 10 fishers who Daniel Andrews wants to remove, the seafood producers that Daniel Andrews wants to remove for the benefit of recreational fishing, well, if that was such a good thing, you would think that the Gippsland Lakes seat would be the most successful for Labor. Well, what we see here is a landslide for the Nationals. So, this to me says that if Daniel Andrews goes through with this, it is really challenging what we call democracy. I believe Daniel Andrews needs to revisit this, and if he doesn't, then is he not becoming, at least in fisheries policy and in the seat of Gippsland, a totalitarian type leader? Anyway, I want everyone's thoughts on this. As I said, this is just a short video. I just wanted to put this out there because he will try to push forward with this, even though it is clear that in Gippsland Lakes it's not supported. So have a nice afternoon, and I'll post the next video later in the week. I'm hoping for Friday. And as I said, it'll be on vessel monitoring systems in Queensland. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of interest there in Queensland because, as I said, it reduces your choices of seafood, and nobody wants that. We already import 75% of our seafood, even though we shouldn't need to. We're surrounded by ocean, and we have amazing fisheries, and we are well managed. So all of these policies that remove commercial fishing and seafood consumers' rights to locally caught seafood is just nonsense. Anyway, See you in the next one.